Greetings and welcome. This is Rajiv Makni on the Gadget 360 show. We'll start off today with a new tablet, the Lenovo P11 tablet. You know, it weighs in, it's pretty light, 480 grams, 11.2-inch, 2.5K OLED display. Now, this is where Android tablets are really outshining Apple, right? The displays, OLED, 2.5K. Elegant looking tablet, this one, 2-in-1 form factor, two-tone back panel, glass-like finish, magnetic portion holds the Precision Pen 3. So these are starting to look really good. Then we'll move on to an epic battle between the Apple Watch Ultra versus the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. Now the best of Apple versus the best of Android watches. High performance, top of the line. These are the two major flagship watches. But remember, when we do battles like this, only one can win. And then we'll move on to a very special segment, the best indoor security cameras for 2022. This is a story a lot of you have been asking for. A lot of you now very worried about the way your homes are. You know, many are traveling, many are in office all day. There are aged parents, young children, even your pets at home. Can you access everything that's happening at home? Can your camera be almost like your security guard and actually notify you, inform you if something is a little off kilter? Well, we'll tell you today. Let's get started with today's Gadget 360 show. Our top story today is the Lenovo P11 tablet. So, you know, I have to say that Android tablets are really starting to do an absolutely great job. And the biggest thing is they're very good looking. The pencil or stylus comes with most of them now, and the displays are outstanding. This one has an OLED display, thin bezel on all four sides, 600 nits of peak brightness, ultra slim aluminum unibody, quad JBL user-facing speakers. So again, great stuff. And like I said, you can use a stylus pencil with it and a cover and an ultra thin keyboard, but these are add-on accessories. So overall, I think Android tablets are doing a great job. You know, the only thing left, and I am going off topic a little, we'll come back to the Lenovo. This is a little bit of a reach out to Google and everybody out there that is Android. Could you just take a look at making Android tablet software dramatically different from what it is on a phone? The hardware on Android tablets is absolutely fantastic now. The software is just a giant phone. Things just don't live up.
The rise of tablets as a form factor is a segment brimming with potential. After the introduction of Apple's iPad in 2010, the post-PC era of computing gave users a new form of personal electronics, the iPad. It's no surprise that many mid-tier offerings from Lenovo, Xiaomi, and Nokia have since flooded the market. Naturally, we've been observing this particular form factor really closely. Just in the past few weeks, we have covered the Oppo Pad Air and the Realme Pad X, promising entrants in this space. Android tablets have been a hit or a miss. It's a huge risk swapping your laptop for a tablet, hence price and performance are crucial factors. Today we are reviewing the Lenovo Tab P11 Pro 2nd Gen. What are its hits and misses, and can it stand up to Lenovo's distinct identity as a performance-based laptop? Let's find out. Our review unit came with a rear leather cover, as well as the ThinkPad keyboard and cover as well. Thanks to the magnets in the tablet, the rear cover and the keyboard cover snap into their correct places. You can use the device as a standalone or as a single unit with a keyboard depending on your preferences. Considering this is a 2-in-1 form factor, portability is essential. At 6.8mm thickness and weighing just 480 grams, the tab is slim and lightweight. The two-tone back panel has a glass-like finish that complements the overall minimalistic design. The rear panel houses the magnetic portion which holds the Precision Pen 3. There is an 8-megapixel front-facing camera which stays hidden on the bezel panel, and on the back you get a 13-megapixel sensor. It is not bad at all. In fact, the camera is decent and works well during video calls, but we thought it needed well-lit spaces for the actual magic to happen. Great tools for when you have to do video calls, but not great enough to shoot content from. The 11.2-inch 2.5K cinematic OLED display with a resolution of 2560 by 1536 pixels and an aspect ratio of 15:9 makes it look superior. 600 nits of peak brightness and the excellent contrast ratio along with deep blacks make for a rich viewing experience. The bezels are narrow and thick enough to avoid accidental touches while reading or scrolling. A TUV Rhineland Full Care Display certification makes it less harsh and prevents from damage to the eyes. The OLED screen offers a 120Hz refresh rate, which is essential when you are using a screen of this size. However, despite the 120Hz refresh rate, we still found the screen to be a tad bit unresponsive when playing games and operating daily functions. It brings entertainment to your homes with Dolby Vision HDR, superior contrast, color, and accurate detail. The HDR10 Plus display delivers an immersive experience whether you are watching a show or movie or even playing a game. When compared to rival brands, these features would be slightly more expensive. The audio on the device is pretty decent too. A set of quad speakers powered by JBL means that your audio is loud and crisp. The highs and mids are quite punchy, although distortions may occur at the highest volume. The bass is great, almost enough to let a room full of people hear those low notes. Powered by JBL and optimized by Dolby Atmos, this is one of the best combinations out there to be included in an Android tablet. Of course, there is no 3.5mm jack, so you might need to use a 3.5mm to USB-C dongle to listen to your wired headphones or go for a Bluetooth wireless option. The Precision Pen 3 is one of our favorite parts of this device. It does a great job, and now you can doodle, make notes, work on a presentation, make digital art, and a whole lot more. There are pen settings provided for you to customize the pressure that reflects on the screen. With zero latency between the pen and the tab, expect a smooth and hassle-free experience. The keyboard is another great additional support for the device. Multitasking on a touchscreen tablet can get cumbersome at some point. Typing on the keyboard is a delight with the ThinkPad keyboard. We did miss the fingerprint sensor, which is usually accompanied by the power button. Instead, it offers facial recognition, which is quite slow and lags. Paired with the Mali G77 MC9 GPU, the Tab P11 Pro 2nd Gen is powered by a MediaTek Compagno 1300T chipset. Our test unit had 8GB of LPDDR4X RAM and 256GB of UFS 3.1 storage. Lenovo says that the reason they went for the MediaTek Compagno 1300T system on chip was to keep the device 5G ready and give it the juice it would need for gaming. The Lenovo Tab P11 Pro 2nd Gen runs on Android 12L. Optimizing the software for Tab's performance is still a distant dream. However, the Lenovo Tab P11 Pro gets it right somehow. Switching between apps or working on multiple tabs just became easier thanks to no lags. However, some apps do cause a delay or jitters just before launching, giving us the proof that Android 12L needs some upgrades soon. Lenovo uses a smart battery management system that segments the performance into an efficient manner. The 8000 mAh battery gives a roughly 13 hours of video playback time, a little short of the original claim of 14 hours. We used it to perform our work tasks, watch shows, and even play games like Call of Duty to just see how far this device can really go. While playing games though, the device would run out of juice in just a few hours. Let's talk ports and accessibility really quickly. On the left of the tab, we see a couple of dimples to hold the keyboard folio in place and some keyboard connectors. There is a power tray at the top along with the SIM tray and a pair of speakers. At the bottom, we see a USB-C port and another pair of speakers. On the right-hand side, you get a pair of volume rockers. The verdict with the Lenovo Tab P11 Pro is that we win some, we lose some. It is a great device meant for productivity and light entertainment, but can it really handle mean tasks? We don't think so. For that and more, we'd rather opt for the ThinkPad series laptops. The Lenovo Tab P11 Pro 2nd Gen is priced at Rs 39,999 for the 8GB RAM variant with 256GB storage and is accompanied by the Lenovo Precision Pen 3. Although if you want the ThinkPad keyboard, you'd have to shell out an additional 5,499 rupees.
All right, that then was the Lenovo tablet. Now let's move on to our big story for today, the Apple Watch Ultra versus the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. There's a lot of stuff I can talk to you about, why you need a smartwatch, which one should you go for. I'm going to just tell you one or two things that are really important. Look, in terms of Android smartwatches, the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro is top of the line. In terms of anything that is Apple, the Ultra is the absolute best. But while I'll do this comparison, just remember that the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro only works with Android phones and the Apple Watch Ultra only works with iPhone. So while I may compare all of it here, and we'll talk about display, performance, sensors, accuracy, battery life, all of it, at the end of the day, if you own Android, you'll have to go with something like this. And if you have an iPhone, then obviously the Apple Watch is the only ecosystem that you can go for in smartwatches. So this is just something that I wanted to put out there, but we will do an amazing comparison. Many people actually now are switching to a different phone just because they want a particular watch.
Choosing a piece of technology has become more like choosing a tribe, and when it comes to smart wearables and smartwatches, there is a big debate on whether the Android-powered Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 Pro can take on the latest Apple Watch Ultra. However, it would be interesting to see how they can be evaluated on the basis of certain factors like design, display performance, and battery. Let's take a deep dive into their strengths as well as their weaknesses to help you choose your next smartwatch. Samsung's Galaxy Watch 5 Pro and Apple Watch Ultra are two of the most premium smartwatches available in the market today. First, let's talk about design. Now, despite their distinct appearances, these watches share some similarities too. Both were built for adventure seekers, explorers, and fitness enthusiasts. Hence, there is a certain ruggedness that both brands have pushed for. Measuring 49 mm and weighing 61 grams, the Apple Watch Ultra is the biggest and heaviest watch Apple has designed so far. It's a square-shaped watch that looks like $1 million. Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 Pro has a round design and features a display measuring 34.6 mm. Made to withstand extreme temperatures and accidental mishaps, both the watches come with a titanium body and sapphire front crystal glass. The main dial on the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 Pro has a little raise to give it more durability. The Galaxy Watch 5 Pro and Apple Watch Ultra have two buttons for interaction, but the Apple Watch Ultra also has a digital crown, while Samsung went with the digital touch bezel. Certifications wise, both the watches have a MIL STD 810 standard, which is a US military specification that guarantees a level of durability. Apple Watch Ultra is waterproof up to 100 m and the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro is water resistant up to 50 meters. Now, if you are out trekking and let's say the sun is above you, how visible is your screen? Do you need to cup your hands just to see what's on the screen? How will you function if you cannot see your screen properly? The display of these watches is a major factor in determining its usability in the long term. Both watches are equipped with the always-on display feature. The Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 Pro has a peak brightness of 1000 nits and the Apple Watch Ultra has a peak brightness of 2000 nits. That's double what you get in Samsung. A large screen with an amazing display is definitely what its core target audience will need, especially for navigating their way back home. But this alone cannot undermine the importance of comfort and ease of use. Many users prefer the round shape of the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro just for how it fits and feels on the wrist while you are out climbing mountains, even if it means that they lose out on the screen space. The square shape of the Watch Ultra can be cumbersome to wear for long hours, especially for people with small wrists. Performance. This is where the giants interlock their horns. Performance is a lot more than how the device functions. It is about how the hardware meets software to engage in producing an excellent experience. It's Watch OS 9 versus Wear OS 3. Apple Watch Ultra has been driven to perfection with the S8 chipset. A journey of 1000 miles begins with a single step, and Apple has covered every single one of them with the all-new Watch OS 9. The perfect mix of design, style and performance come together here to make magic happen. The watch has fitness sensors that can track and collect data on your heart rate, an accelerometer and health vitals while you're meeting your fitness goals. There are two Apple apps that are set up for this purpose, Activity and Workout. Now, while Activity shows your progress towards daily goals for moving, dancing, swimming or any other form of exercising, the Workout app gives an even more detailed tracking of distance, pace, time and calories burned during each session. It is built to provide precise data Take the compass waypoints for example. You can mark a place you start from and use the backtrack feature to return to the original point. It updates your levels of elevation, incline, longitude and latitude, making your walks and hikes anxiety-free. The Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 Pro has an Exynos W920 chipset with 1.5GB RAM that gets the job done efficiently. Even though the same chipset was used on the Galaxy Watch 4 and Galaxy Watch 4 Classic, it feels smoother and faster on the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. The Wear OS 3 integrates beautifully with the watch. The new bioactive sensor is placed and forms close contact with your skin through a signature curved sensor design. It has a heart and blood oxygen monitor tracking that offers a better look at health stats. The advanced sleep coaching system can analyze sleep patterns and create a 5-week program with helpful tips and checklists for better sleep habits. The auto workout instantly recognizes and manually tracks more than 90 exercise forms like running, yoga, dancing, etc. There's a bioelectrical impedance analysis sensor that reads your body fat, skeletal muscle, body water, basal metabolic rate. The GPS route tracking can sync a route list and use voice-operated turn-by-turn navigation for cyclists and hikers. When it comes to RAM, Apple Watch Ultra definitely comes with more RAM at 32GB, whereas the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro comes with 16GB. You need RAM if you want these high-functioning features to store local data on your devices. Battery. Loaded with superior tech that eases our everyday lives, these smartwatches have demonstrated how powerful they are. Both watches are designed to handle tasks even under extreme conditions. It doesn't matter if you're running a triathlon or hiking along the Himalayas, battery is essential to your survival. Apple's Watch Ultra can last up to 36 hours with normal usage and up to 60 hours in low power mode. The Galaxy Watch 5 Pro gives 3 days of significant battery thanks to its 590 mAh battery. Price. There are a lot of interesting intersections these two giants meet, like target audience and health and vitality oriented features. But most of all, their innovations are geared toward the future smart user. Operating software and hardware go hand in hand, which is why even a comparison like this matters far beyond the routine. That said, they are the two giants of different worlds. Comparing them is like comparing apples to oranges. The Galaxy Watch 5 Pro starts at 44,999 rupees for the 45mm Bluetooth version and can go up to 49,999 rupees for the 45mm LTE version. Compared to that, the Apple Watch Ultra is priced at 89,900 rupees.
Let's take a quick break right now on the Gadget 360 show. When we come back, lots more happening. Now let's move on to a very special segment, Best Indoor Security Cameras for 2022. So a lot of people very concerned about when they're not home, when they're out for travel, for work, parents that are actually leaving children back at home, aged parents at home, pets that are at home. You really do want to know what's going on out there. But what should you look for if you're looking for a security camera? Many features: night vision, infra mode recording, motion tracking sensors, two-way audio recordings. A field of view is very important. But the most important is that if the camera captures something, what does it do to let you know something is off kilter, something is not the way it should be? That's the most important. We'll tell you all the things you need to look for.
Safety and security are paramount in today's times. Homeowners need effective surveillance solutions to keep their families and assets as safe as possible through security systems. Before considering the best cameras for your homes and offices, you will need to investigate your needs and preferences. One has to have concrete answers to questions like: can you access footage when you're not at home? Is the entire house visible or are there blind spots? Is it being stored somewhere for proof? To help you in your quest for the most effective solutions for safety and security, we have devised the top 3 indoor security cameras of 2022. One of the top launches by Xiaomi in the segment was the new 360-degree home security camera 1080p2i. It supports 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi. The 2-megapixel indoor security camera supports full HD 1080p resolution, which is one of the best in the market. One can easily identify people and objects with clarity thanks to its in-app support. Available for both iOS and Android devices. Capable of a 360-degree horizontal view as well as a 108-degree vertical view, the camera is equipped with AI human detection. Not only does it combine deep learning technology to filter out false alarms, but it also has a range of features like Wi-Fi support, infrared vision, motion detection, and two-way talkback. The MI Home Security camera offers two types of storage options: micro SD cards up to 64 GB and NAS, network attached storage devices. Cubo, a subsidiary of Hero Electronics, revealed its latest SmartCam 360. It is a 360-degree rotating smart security camera. It has a built-in microphone that offers a two-way talk along with an infrared night vision that offers extra visibility. You also get ample storage options with the micro SD card slot that can add storage of up to 256 GB. Designed to work with Alexa and Google Assistant, it notifies you every time there is an intruder. But what's really unique is the face mask detection feature, which immediately alerts you when a visitor is not wearing a face mask. Other features include, but are not limited to, low light mode, motion detection, and Wi-Fi support. As part of its new lineup, TP-Link announced the new Tapo C210 Pan Tilt 2K Wi-Fi camera. What can't this camera do for you? It pans and tilts across 360-degree horizontally and 114 degrees vertically. The clear 2K resolution video footage can be easily accessed via the Tapo app, available on both iOS and Android. Local micro SD card offers storage of up to 256 GB. It also boasts of AI-based motion detection, human detection, integrated IR night vision, integrated infrared night vision up to 30 feet away in black and white, and also two-way audio and a built-in siren with a light alarm. The Xiaomi 360-degree home security camera 1080p2i is priced at Rs 2,999. The Cubo SmartCam 360 is priced at Rs 2,690, and the Tapo C210 Pan Tilt 2K Wi-Fi camera is priced at Rs 3,199.
That then was the Gadget 360 show for this week. Now do remember, I did speak to you about Defunct, the company that's come to India. Next week, we'll actually feature some of the products right on the show, plus a whole lot more. So do watch out for that, and I'll see you next week right here.